Most parents don't realize they are wasting the most important window of their baby's life. Not because they don't love their child, not because they are bad parents, but because nobody told them what is actually happening inside that tiny head during the first 3 months of life. And once you understand it, you will never look at your newborn the same way again. Welcome to today's video. If this is your first time here, please tap the subscribe button and turn on your notifications. Subscribing is the only way you stay connected to what we share here, and we do not want you to miss anything. Like this video if it helps you, and drop a comment below telling us how old your baby is right now. We want to hear from you. Now let us get into it. Picture this. A young mother named Sarah brought her newborn baby boy home on a Tuesday afternoon. He was 7 days old. His name was Noah. And for the first few weeks, Sarah did what most new mothers do. She fed him, changed him, rocked him to sleep, and stared at him with the kind of love that is hard to put into words. But one evening, her sister came to visit. Her sister had 2 children of her own. And she sat down beside Sarah, looked at little Noah lying on the mat, and asked her a question that stopped her cold. She asked, "What have you been doing with him during his awake time?" Sarah blinked. She said, "What do you mean? He is a newborn. He just sleeps and eats. He cannot do anything yet." Her sister shook her head slowly and said, "That is where most people get it wrong." And that moment changed everything for Sarah. Because the truth is, the first 3 months of a baby's life are not idle time. They are not a waiting period before the real development begins. Scientists and brain researchers have now confirmed what many child development experts have believed for years. The brain of a newborn baby is one of the most active and rapidly growing structures in the entire universe. At birth, a newborn's brain is already 26% of its adult weight, PubMed Central, and it is growing at a speed that will never happen again in that person's life. In the early years, more than 1 million new brain connections are being formed every single second, PubMed Central. Every second. That is not a metaphor, that is neuroscience. The human brain is born with around 100 billion nerve cells, but very few connections between them, sensu. What happens in the first months of life is that the brain begins building those connections at a breathtaking pace. And what builds those connections is experience, touch, sound, eye contact, movement, all of it. So when you talk to your baby, when you sing to them, when you hold them close, you are not just being a loving parent, you are literally building their brain. Now here's the part that Sarah's sister explained to her that evening. Play is not something that babies grow into. Play starts at birth. And for a 0 to 3-month-old, play does not look like toys or games, it looks like you. Let us go back to Sarah and little Noah. After that conversation with her sister, Sarah started paying close attention to what Noah did during his awake windows. Because even at 1 week old, Noah had short periods where he was awake, alert, and looking around. It was not long, maybe 10 or 15 minutes at a time, but it was there. And Sarah began to notice something fascinating. When she held Noah close and looked directly into his eyes, he would stare back at her. Not randomly, not by accident. He was looking directly at her face, focused, still, like he was studying her. Newborns are wired from birth to seek out faces, parent blog. From the very beginning, babies are naturally drawn to faces, especially the faces of their caregivers, sensu. This is not just sweet, this is brain development. When your baby looks at your face, the areas of their brain responsible for social interaction, emotional recognition, and trust are being activated and strengthened. So the very first activity you can do with your newborn, the most powerful one, costs you nothing. It is called face-to-face time. You simply hold your baby at a distance of around 20 to 40 centimeters from your face. That is roughly the length of your forearm. This is the distance at which a newborn can focus best because their eye muscles and visual brain are still developing, the Wonder Weeks. You look at them, you smile, you make slow, exaggerated facial expressions, you open your mouth wide, you raise your eyebrows, you stick out your tongue gently. And here is the remarkable thing. Sometimes your baby will try to copy you. Researchers have documented newborns as young as 2 weeks old attempting to mimic their parents' facial movements. This is not accidental. This is the brain reaching out, trying to make sense of the world. Sarah started doing this every morning. She would lay Noah on her lap, face him toward her, and just talk to him. She would say things like, "Good morning, Noah. Did you sleep well? Look at mommy. Can you see me?" And Noah would stare up at her with wide, serious eyes, completely focused, processing everything. The second activity is talking and singing.
In the first 2 months, the part of a baby's brain that deals with hearing is extremely active, the wonder weeks. Research shows that newborns already recognize daily sounds they heard while still in the womb, including the voices of their parents, the wonder weeks. Your voice is already familiar to your baby. It is comforting, it is stimulating, and every single word you say to them, even though they cannot understand it yet, is helping lay the foundations for language. Talking and singing to your baby builds their auditory processing skills and creates the groundwork for language development long before they can speak. Parent block. Sarah started narrating everything she did. She would say, "Okay, Noah, mommy is going to change your diaper now. We are going to lift your legs up. There we go. Now we clean you up. Good boy." It felt strange at first, talking to someone who could not talk back. But Noah would turn his head toward her voice. He would make small sounds, little coos and grunts that were his way of responding. And that back and forth exchange, parent talks, baby responds with a sound or a look, parent responds again, is called serve and return. This kind of playful interaction with adults is what helps develop sturdy brain architecture and lays the foundations for lifelong learning and resilience. Harvard Graduate School of Education.
Now let us talk about tummy time. This one trips up a lot of parents. Many parents are scared of tummy time. They worry their baby will struggle or cry. And the truth is, yes, some babies do cry at first, but that is not a reason to stop. That is a reason to make it shorter and more frequent. Tummy time strengthens a baby's neck, shoulders, and core muscles, which are key foundations for future motor development. Even at week 1, you can start tummy time by simply placing your baby chest down on your chest while you lie back slightly. The baby is face down, skin to skin, and the gentle work of lifting their head begins. Sarah's baby Noah hated tummy time in the beginning. He would start fussing after about 30 seconds. So Sarah began doing it in small bursts. She would put him down, count to 30 slowly, then pick him up again. She did this 3 or 4 times a day. By week 6, Noah could hold his head up for nearly a minute. By week 10, he was lifting his chest slightly off the mat, arms bent, looking around the room with what looked very much like curiosity. The third activity that Sarah discovered was sensory stimulation. High contrast patterns, particularly black and white images, stimulate a newborn's developing optic nerve and help improve visual tracking. Newborns find high contrast images easier to see and focus on, which encourages early brain development and strengthens the neural pathways involved in sight. You do not need to buy expensive toys. You can print simple black and white patterns from any free website, or draw bold stripes and circles on plain paper. Hold the card about 30 centimeters from your baby's face during awake time. Move it slowly from side to side and watch their eyes track it. That tracking movement is not just cute, it is the visual processing parts of the brain learning to work. In fact, a landmark study published in 2026 by neuroscientists at Trinity College Dublin found that babies as young as 2 months old can already organize what they see into distinct object categories, far earlier than scientists previously believed. This discovery showed that the visual brain is doing far more complex work in those early weeks than anyone thought.
The fourth activity is baby massage. From birth, the part of the brain that processes touch is already well developed, the wonder weeks. The most sensitive areas on a newborn's body are around the mouth, the palms, and the soles of the feet, because these areas are registered most intensely by the developing brain, the wonder weeks. Gentle touch does several things at once. It calms the nervous system, it helps the baby feel safe and secure, it strengthens the bond between parent and child, and it activates the sensory pathways in the brain that help a baby understand where their own body begins and ends in the world. Sarah started doing baby massage after bath time each evening. She would use a small amount of natural oil, warm her hands, and slowly stroke Noah's arms, legs, and belly. She would say the name of each body part as she touched it: arm, leg, tummy, foot. Noah would look up at her during this time with what Sarah described as the most peaceful expression she had ever seen on a human face. The fifth activity is music. Music can calm a fussy baby, improve brain development, and help establish a sense of rhythm from a very early age. Healthy young minds. You do not need a playlist of educational songs. Any music you love will work. Singing in your own voice is actually more effective than recorded music because your baby already knows and responds to your voice specifically. Sarah used to sing old songs her own mother sang to her. Nothing fancy, just simple melodies hummed softly while rocking Noah before naps, and Noah would go still, listening. His breathing would slow. His body would relax. That stillness was not boredom. That was a young brain soaking in sound, rhythm, and the emotional safety of a familiar voice. The sixth activity involves mirrors. Babies are often fascinated by their own reflection in a mirror, and this kind of activity helps develop self-recognition and early social skills, healthy young minds. During tummy time, you can place a small, safe baby mirror at eye level in front of your baby. They will look at the reflection with intense focus, lift their head to get a better view. And in doing so, they will be building both their neck muscles and their sense of self at the same time. Two things at once, that is efficient play. Now, here is the thing Sarah realized about 3 months into this journey. She had not spent any money. She had not followed a complicated schedule. She had not bought any special products. What she had done was show up consistently during those short awake windows her baby had. She had talked, she had touched, she had looked, she had sung. She had placed her baby on his tummy on a simple mat, and the results were visible. By week 12, Noah was smiling at her, a real smile, not a reflex. He was making sounds that felt like the beginning of conversation. He was turning his head toward her voice from across the room. He was spending longer periods awake and alert, looking around his world with focused attention. The best toy for a newborn baby is actually you, because babies love that face-to-face interaction and can learn so much from a parent talking, holding, and making eye contact, taking care of babies. This is the thing most parents are not told. You are enough. You do not need to do more. You need to do the right things, consistently, in those small windows of time each day. 10 minutes of real, focused, face-to-face interaction is worth more than an hour of sitting near an expensive toy. The research is clear. Consistent attention, care, and responsive interaction from parents form the foundation of healthy infant development, and there is no single magic activity. Sensio. It is the consistency that matters. It is the showing up. It is the talking even when they cannot answer. It is the tummy time even when they fuss. It is the singing even when you think you are off key. Sarah did not become a perfect parent. She got tired. She had hard days. There were evenings when she fell asleep on the couch before doing the massage. There were mornings when she was too exhausted to narrate the diaper change. But she kept coming back to it, and that is all it takes. If you are a parent of a 0 to 3 month old watching this right now, you are already doing something right. You are seeking information, you are trying, and your baby knows it. That little person looking up at you does not see your doubt. They see your face, they hear your voice, they feel your hands. And every time you show up and connect with them, you are giving them something that no product, no screen, and no expert can replace. You are giving them you. And right now, that is exactly what they need. If this video helped you in any way, please give it a like. It helps more parents find this information. Leave a comment below and let us know how old your baby is and which activity you are going to try first. We would love to hear from you. And if you are not yet subscribed, please do that now so you never miss what we share here. We will see you in the next one.